What's good, y'all? Thanks for your patience. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Here for another smoke show. Thank you, like I said, thank you all for your patience. It's it's been a good week. I would say hopefully it was a good week for you guys as well. Just give a couple shout outs here. See you guys in the chat. Uh, We got a shout out to the replay gang. Comment replay gang. If you are able to, or if you do come back and just watch this on your own time, you're not watching it in real time right now, or you decide to come in and you may come back. So it is all good with me. It is all to the G. So anyway. We're gonna talk about some older black men crashing the fuck out. Uh, uh, this show was originally named "Old Nigga Crash Out Time," but you know, that that just didn't sound right. I didn't want to. I didn't want to denigrate too much. I mean, these are black men that we're dealing with. Uh, is if I am truly to be a place where black men can come and share their thoughts and express their opinions. Um, I need to be, an example myself. I can't just say it and uh, not, you know, be like I said. I just can't say it and not live it. I'll say that because if you're a black man of any age, I don't want to see you crash out. I want to see black men look good. Black men, the people that the haters will say we as black men ourselves don't make accountable. So we're gonna attempt to do that real quick. Uh, you know, Focusing in particular on Uncle Luke, uh, who at one time called himself Luke Skywalker for the old heads. uh, and uh, what happened was, George Lucas said cut that shit out. So he renamed himself Uncle Luke. So that's a little tidbit. So let me get in these comments real quick. We got Phil Brad. For those of you who waited, I was saying check out the links. I got it pinned. I might unpin that. I don't need it anymore. Got some link in the chat. What I did was I tried to come up with some theme songs for tonight's broadcast. Try to take a little approach here as to, is a message and everything. I mean, you could see it as comical or whatever, but I would like for you guys to, uh, get used to seeing stuff like that. So when you see me scheduled, just check the description to see if there's any kind of links that you might have a little time to watch while you're waiting for me to hit the air. Yeah. RPM was good, man. We got Phil Brad as the early bird. Phil Brad is just like, yeah, he's always here, man. Very, very, very supportive. And support is many things, but watching the program and just being here, that says a lot to the content creator. So you see other content creators out there that have people who are dedicated. Then that right there is much appreciated. I know I don't speak for all content creators. I can really only speak for me, but just kind of take notice to the little nuances that come with being in these spaces. So, all right, make sure y'all you're pressing like on the way in. RPM. However, catastrophic impact X 83rd power was good. Time to rock and roll. You goddamn right. Lil Rock 2517. What's going on? Revelator, the spirit of variance. He says no work tomorrow. That's probably because it's Labor Day. All right. It's Labor Day. So to all of you who have work off tomorrow, have a good Labor Day. Whatever you decide to do with it, if you want to barbecue, or something like that, or just sit back and just chill and eat some fucking Cheetos. I mean, just enjoy the day. Uh, yeah, we got Barry Little. The Clue Channel say y'all still voted for Queen Kabbalah. I'm sure some people are. With voter bases, you have some people leaning toward her direction. You have other people, such as myself, uh, very shaky about giving someone like that our vote. I mean, my thing is trying to appeal to black folks using stereotypes and unwitting people. I would say, yep, replay gang. You guys are the fucking shit. The replay gang. Christopher the Conqueror, what's going on? Yeah. Marcus Romero Productions. What's good? Ken Sing Red. Black people invented rock and roll. Yeah, yeah. Black people did invent rock and roll because I don't know when you hear, and I guess I'll go ahead and speak to this point since you said that. For black folks, it's like they think of rock and roll as somebody is just a blonde guy that wears tight leather shit and has big hair and and he the guitar and some loud drums and shit. No, black people came up with rock and roll. I think Chuck Berry, Little Richard, they are the pioneers of such. It's it's true. It's true. Elvis stole it from black people. I'm sure you've heard that 1 million times in your life. That's for the old heads too. Okay. RPM, I saw how you handled that clever girl chick that was being disrespectful. Yeah. That's why it's important to have intelligent people in the chat that, guys who don't reduce themselves to being simps, which is what a lot of this is about. Is what a lot of this is about. I'll get to Uncle Luke because Uncle Luke, he falls in that category of old rappers, old ninjas. Oh shit, I forgot to upload the slideshow. That for me, that's what it is. It's like kind of in that category with Bun B. Also in that category with Willie D. There's another one too. Uh, another old rapper that's been saying some crazy shit lately. Uh, but since Clue Channel brought up the whole Kamala shit, and what I really think it boils down to, seriously, is that for many, it's a good chance that she could get in office. So the dude is he's backpedaling. He's like, oh shit, she's in presidential position. Maybe the tune would maybe the tune is changed, so to speak, because like I said, is if this woman is about to be the president, so and she's plugged into the celebrity wing. She is. She's a celebrity. Donald Trump is a celebrity. See, nobody's thinking about it from that angle. It's celebrity versus celebrity in this presidential election. This is what it is at this point. You know, and yeah, it's this whole full scale verbal assault on black men in the media from the Democratic Party, a party that's supposed to be for black people, but Sometimes we can't stand to hear certain things from black men in particular because you know. Um, I do applaud black men for not being quiet on this. I do. I applaud us for not being quiet on this. The the ones that stir the pot enough to have famous people coming after us. I mean, I would have to include Dr. Umar in that group, which is like shit. But hey, it doesn't surprise me that Dr. Umar is now getting attention from black men celebrities because Eminem gave Dr. Umar some attention. So there you go. People have a tendency to follow their peers, especially their white ones. I mean, these same yahoos voted for Joe. You ain't Black Biden. I mean, but we're here to show you some stuff. So we got Ken seeing red. I don't know if I shouted you out yet. Rock and roll is an American invention. Oh, okay, here we go with that shit again. Gone from Milk. What's going on? Cameo's Godfather, rock and roll. Cameo. Oh, okay. I mean, it was plenty of black groups that, if you really go back and take a deep dive, a lot of it can be qualified as what we would call rock and roll. What happened was the white boys came in, and they came in with their own form of shit. I guess they upset because you took sports from us. God damn it! Well, we're gonna take rock and roll from you. That's what we're gonna do. Come on, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Guns and Roses. Come on, shit. And I mean, people don't understand that there are also groups like Living Color. Shoot. So, but anyway, let's see. Celebrities just like Reagan and Schwarzenegger, and Jesse Ventura, another one. Jesse Ventura, Glenn Jacobs, and if not holding office in the political arena like John Layfield and who was that big guy, Tyrus. I mean, this well, we ain't gonna get into the rabbit hole of celebrity pandering pundits in the media, but I mean, shoot, let me go ahead and share this screen for y'all so I can show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about. Because Luke, for behaviors he has displayed in the past, this would surprise me. Said Uncle Luke slams Tariq Nasheed, accuses him of dividing the black community. Social media showdown. Uh oh. And this is why a lot of our people who are plugged in, that this is why they hate it, because it's like people who aren't so easy on the take are starting to gain some momentum. And the voices are getting louder because we got platforms that are giving the freedom to people to express themselves. And yeah, there's not one source pick. I mean, it's still kind of like that on YouTube. They pick who's popular, like by toying with the algorithm. And if you are a subscriber, if you are a new subscriber, if you run across this channel and you sub, please make sure you're still subbed. Yeah, we're working hard over here. I say, or I'm working hard over here. So yeah, I mean, hey, it's support is support. It is all good. So uh, yeah, Uncle Luke slams Tariq Nasheed, accuses him of dividing the black community. I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate when people try to say bullshit like, "Oh, divide the black community." Motherfucking community already divided. What more can anyone else do to divide a divided motherfucker? I don't get it with some people. I don't get how people think sometimes. I'm sure some people don't get how I think sometimes. Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Forever Blessed was good, was good, was good. Black men have had it up to here with the BS. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay. Uncle Luke. Okay, I can't read this title again. So yeah, interesting. He has a video. Oh, look at this. God damn it. Yeah. Come on now. Get that ad out of here. It's very interesting what this man says. I want y'all to hear this. Very interesting what he says. Let me go back.
Brought on by Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon created this group of, and he infused them with cash of blacks to divide the black community and to divide the black vote and eventually vote for Trump. And so he infused.
Okay, fair use, by the way. Fair use, by the way. So let me put up a fair use banner. So yeah, there we go. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen is a fair use disclaimer. Go ahead and check it out for those of you that matters to. But anyway, let me continue with this.
Use these groups.
Oh yeah, he straight up said Steve Bannon created groups, you know, that want you to vote for Trump. Like, oh God, like yeah. I don't give a damn what nobody says, man. Black folks, there are a group of black folks that believe that all black people are supposed to think alike, or you're some like you're part of some grand conspiracy or some shit like that. You know, some grand conspiracy to divide black people. When I was doing the days of the Facebook group, yeah, people used to come in a group and say that we were white profiles. You know, we were white people. Understand, you know, people are actually using their real photos and shit. You know, there are some that use fake photos. There really are. There are some that went live and you know made sure you knew who they were and stuff like that. We had a little fun back then, but there were people that would come in and accuse us of being. One I used to hear all the time was COINTELPRO. We were COINTELPRO. Like, wow. I mean, you think with the way some of these people's grammars are, you know, if they possess the intricacies to divide motherfuckers that come up with bullshit to say every fucking day in a Facebook group that's moving right along. Like, yeah, it was great. It was great to see so many people's points of view. What wasn't great about that, it was the bullshit. Like, you know, what Luke is doing right here. So here we go.
Gave them names, gave them platforms, infused them with money, and they give their name. They call themselves FBAs.
Oh God. I hate when they do these fucking ads. I mean, it's a 35-second video and they're doing ads. Okay, sorry about this. Let me cut to that until there we go.
Brought on by Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon created this group of, and he infused them with cash of blacks to divide the black community and to divide the black vote and eventually vote for Trump. And so he infused these groups, gave them names, gave them platforms, infused them with money, and they give their name. They call themselves FBAs, Foundational Black Americans.
Okay, all right. Oh, that was it. Oh God. Funny he didn't say anything when those beat-ups were disrespectful to Ice Cube and separated black women from the black community. It was made very clear to me by, you know, someone earlier today was that black men are the black community. That's who we are. That we are it. We are it. So yeah, so people like Vivica, she verified it. And unfortunately there are a lot of brothers that don't want to face it, like Uncle Luke, you know what I'm saying? Got smoke for other black folks that speak up for black folks, but no smoke for immigrants kicking black folks out of their apartments. Oh, Venezuelan gangs What was that? Those in Colorado, Venezuelan gangs are taking over apartments like Nino Brown. I mean, what the fuck? Like, and it does that's the kind of shit. Like when you talk about it, is like, why are we not like focus on stuff like being set up to defend ourselves, and teaching motherfuckers like to have some common goddamn sense. But this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, what the hell he's talking about? Talking about like Steve Bannon. He just threw a name out there as a buzz term. Steve Bannon. Y'all know who Steve Bannon is. He was a right wing white nationalist. I mean, whatever the fuck, what kind of title he goes by, but that's just a nice little media way of saying racist. Because he has pride in his whiteness. That and other values. That's just like I said. They're just sugarcoating, call it, saying that he's a racist. And when you get a name like Steve Bannon out, I'm pretty sure Steve Bannon is finished. He's saying Steve Bannon is funding groups that is telling they're trying to divide black people and get black folks to vote for Trump. The white man is paying spaces like this because that's what it's gonna boil down to, man. Because you got too many people that's pissed off with spaces like this. Too many, and that smoke is coming for us. So yeah, in essence, this is a true smoke show. That smoke is coming for black men who speak out of turn, who speak without permission. But the majority of black men need to learn how to put the middle finger up some goddamn time. Shit. But, and not be afraid to say, and I don't think that black men in general are afraid to express that, this shit out the fucking way. Hey, what is that? What is that fucking thing? Oh shit. Got a little block on there. Like, shit. Is Tariq Nasheed really shilling for Trump? Yeah, that's code word for we tired of those niggas asking what Democrats are doing for black people. Oh shit. At this point, Uncle Luke and others like him are pitied and dismissed. I mean, he can't be going in places, in clubs and shit with the same zeal and energy he used to have back in the day. Talking about pop that coochie, hey, you can't be doing that shit. Like so, I mean, like I said, people like Willie D. I mean, sometimes Willie D. Sometimes Willie D. He slips in and out, but I'm not a real fan of the flip flopping for real, for real. And it's like in some of the stuff, some of the ways that he posts on Instagram, it's like yeah, he posts like a man. He stands on his square. He's like, if you don't like it, fuck you. He's one of them guys. But he be taking some simp ass positions. I mean, that's okay to say. That is okay to say. I mean, it's like you guys are the fucking problem. Like you were the problem. You create. I mean, according to the general populace, that you guys like, you, Uncle Luke, and Bun B, what you guys you're forgetting is that you facilitated a bunch of complaints that exist in the modern day about destroying black boys and misogyny. Misogyny. What I'm saying? This is because of the seeds that motherfuckers like Uncle Luke planted, like Willie D planted, like Bun B planted. Should they have a gun held to their head and say, you fucking niggas did this shit? No, not at all. I get tired of hearing the shit. It's like, it's like, okay, this did not fuck up the black community. People made choices. Everybody was listening to the same music. Why didn't it affect some like it did to others if that's going to be the fucking argument? And for those people who actually make that argument, why do the female ratchet rappers get a pass? Some of that shit do be banging though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that ratchet female rapper shit, like yeah, but like the general message overall, goddamn it. Shoot. You guys planted some seeds that fell on the men that actually put up the effort to care for some reason. Kids in Red, what's good, man? Thank you for the super chat, my boy. What does Ja Rule have to say about all this? What? Somebody called Ja Rule, man. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Oh man, they had this 911 joke, and he was, saying that MTV was talking to Ja Rule, and he was, making a joke about how much he didn't give a fuck, and that he was scared. Why the fuck do I care what Ja Rule thinks? Somebody help! Somebody please! Somebody please go talk to Ja Rule. Shit was funny though, man. I mean, I think it was the comedy special For What It's Worth where that joke was said. But it's like they talked to Ja Rule about 911, but then now they're letting these motherfuckers, these panderers, into the political arena because they do notice a murmur of black men who have gained traction with a sizable crowd. People like Corey Holcomb, man, like Tariq Nasheed. Like, is this? I mean, is enough to ruffle their feathers. It really is. And Tariq is a motherfucking trip. Tariq is basically a comedian with a bunch of fucking knowledge and love for his people. Some people don't have the opinion I have. They don't. Some people will call him a scammer. I hate that label. It's like, what the fuck y'all be expecting? Every time somebody do something for y'all, but you'll give the Democrats your fucking vote. And that's the point that many of us, not just Tariq Nasheed, is trying to say, like, shit, you shouldn't be telling black folks that we shouldn't want anything for our vote, or better yet, we're dividing a place that's already divided. Like, this is a house divided any goddamn way, and we always find a way. It's a goddamn shame, you know. Yes, you knew I would get it. Goddamn right. Shit. Somebody call Ja Rule. It's Ja Rule too busy plotting on 50. How much more fucking time is he gonna need? This man had decades at this point. Like, bro, for real, man. Uncle Luke is wrong, man. It just like the one thing that I would never expect. I mean, yeah, I've come to expect it in the circles closer to the spaces that we're involved in. Uh, one thing like I would never expect for real is black men would pull trying to silence other black men. That it is very disappointing. It really is. I mean, you got the bratty sisterhood already trying to do that shit on a constant basis. How you think some of these brothers' channels get knocked down? I mean, sometimes I think some brothers sometimes persist too much and will go above and beyond. And you have to be kind of careful with that because you're not in a situation that's advantageous to you. We have to understand that. Some people just say, "Oh, fuck that shit, Kev." Yeah, fuck that shit. Good. Go ahead. Do what you need to do. I am not telling you motherfuckers what to do with your fucking content. I'm just saying I've seen many a channel go down just for softball and stuff. And that shit would be fucked up. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I do support the freedom of speech of black men, period. Point blank in the goddamn discussion. If I don't do it and a select few others don't do it, who's gonna fucking do it? It ain't gonna be Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke is a fucking flip flopper. I know I said something about flip floppers a second ago. Home inflation, home prices up, inflation up, interest rates up, but vote blindly because she a black queen. Yeah, and got a white man. You know, white man. She deferred. She defers to whiteness. The man in the situation just happens to be a Caucasian. But you know, we're beating the shit out of that. So you know that doesn't need to be said for motherfuckers who love the dick police. And I mean, like it's all good, man. Just really at the end of the day, think about who's for you and what you're doing with your vote and the people that died so you could secure that vote. And I mean, like, I'm not saying it in a way that, you know, says, yo, you got to vote fucking Democrat because of that. Yeah, you ain't got to vote Democrat. I'm one of those people that will really say, if you want to vote or if you want to vote for the couch, you are okay with me. If you want to vote for Trump, if you want to vote for Kamala Harris, if you want to vote for the couch, like I said, you're okay with me. I'm not gonna make a big deal of it. But these motherfuckers right here, like Uncle Luke going overboard like this, nigga. Oh God. So anyway, I want to show y'all a couple things that I'm hearing that caused the crash out. Ja Rule had those hits with Ashanti, Case, J Lo, Charlie Baltimore. Yeah. That's why you wanted to call Ja Rule because of that shit. Say yeah. Would you lie for me? You know what did they lie about? You know, just good God. As these B does with Kamala Harris. They don't give a fuck, bro. She has a vagina. And although they virtue signal with the black, that black ain't really all that important to them. They're just trying to use that shit to justify voting for someone with the vagina. They don't even consider how foreign conflict can lead. Yeah. But, you know, I don't think this nigga does either. I don't think Uncle Luke does either. Uncle Luke slams Tariq Nasheed, accuses him of dividing the black community. Damn. So let me show you a couple things. You know how people love to use the tweets and old tweets resurface and stuff. And I think this caused the crash out with him and Tariq. Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke. Yeah, start thinking about that. When I read this shit. So okay, this is a screenshot of a tweet, and I think O'Shea used this in his thumbnail. Uh, so I didn't get this I didn't get this idea. I would basically say I was reminded of this by one O'Shea Duke Jackson. Yeah, you know. So it reads like this. Okay, try to use your imagination here. African Americans get nothing from the Democratic Party. All they do is use us for our vote. Cap D coming, Cap D coming, Cap D coming, Cap D coming. Okay. All right. So this was on the 2022, May 2022, the 1st of May 2022. Yeah, Cap D coming. Yeah. And that D stands for dick. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. And he's talking to the hoes. Yes, the hoes. Yeah. So he just one of them people. He like Luke said that shit like he was one of them Facebook, Instagram commenters, thinking that it's some revolutionary shit to spread fear over some shit that you can't even prove, but people don't care because they just want to take their position and that's it. We don't care if it's true or not. If we don't like it, god damn it. That's what Luke tried. Oh, Steve Bannon. I mean, where the fuck did he get his information from? Steve Bannon. Okay, you can say this shit in 2022, but when it looks like Kamala is going to be president, now you go, oh my God, Steve Bannon is making these guys do. They're giving them money to divide the black community because we were so fucking together before. How does this fucking shit work? How? My deal is Kamala would have to learn some shit to get the respect of these foreign leaders, which will end up in a war. Motherfucker don't care. Because everything is supposed to be roses at the end. You know, have motherfuckers like Uncle Luke tell it. Shoot. As if we're all living under one roof in unison. Andre 420 was good. It's crazy shit, man. Fucking craziness. Okay, so here's another one. Give me 5 reasons why black people should vote in the next election. Give me 5 black promises that has been fulfilled by politicians in the last election, mayor and president. And don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Yeah, that's how I read that motherfucker. 5? I think 5 is a fucking stretch. I mean, yeah, once again, social media commenter trying to reshape reality. I mean, shit. Oh, he didn't even have to say 5. He could have said 1, like, or half of 1. Like, shit. I don't know. They don't have a date on this one. But again, when they find out she's gonna be president, oh shit. Let me go ahead and retract my statements just in case she wins by making a motherfucking ass of myself. You know, just shoot. But you know, it might be a smart strategy. It might be a smart strategy. I'm not judging Uncle Luke for anything that he's previously done as far as entertainment. Because, you know, it was through, you know, it was through works of art like his that helped me discover my appreciation for woman ass cheeks. I was like, yay. That shit made my heart jump every time I saw an album cover when I was in 6th and 7th grade. You know, that was the daring thing that dudes did back in the day, you know, especially around them grade levels, 6th and 7th grade. Bring 2 Live Crew tape covers for all our friends to see. You know, I couldn't get access to that shit, but some guys could. And I went to a fucking private Catholic school. Like shit, I saw my first nudie magazine in 7th grade. These guys had a fucking Playboy. I was like, shit. So yeah, I don't have nothing against pop that pussy. Hey, no, I don't have that. No, I don't have nothing against that. Because guess what? There were plenty of women who voluntarily popped that pussy. I'm sorry. Shoot. So if for anybody that wants me to bring that up, like it's supposed to be some point or counterpoint or some shit. Oh man, goddamn, he was degrading women. You know, no, them women didn't have a gun in their head when they were twerking like that. They didn't call it twerking back then, but they was shaking. I was like, God damn. I appreciate like Uncle Luke for me at a very early age, you know, helped me have an appreciation for the female form. Yes. A public Catholic school, Andre, maybe in Canada. I don't know. I mean, in America, we most Catholic schools that I know are private. Yeah, man, them ass cheeks used to be shiny and oiled up too, man. Like, god damn. Thank you. Helping me to affirm my heterosexuality further as I grow up in 1988 and 89. Excuse me. Shit. And this is what this man is saying today because he's old. And he's probably taking some blue pills in more ways than one. It's a sad thing to see, y'all. Sad thing. Epsilon Bianchi, what's good, man? Andre 420 would like the link. So let me by the way, did that Freak Nick documentary come out yet? Yeah, it came out and it didn't cause that much of a stir. I mean, I might watch it again or try to watch it again. It wasn't anything compelling like, you know, Yeah, you wasn't seeing something like, oh man, damn, I saw your mama on that shit. God damn, it wasn't nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, shit, cause like millennials were really, really worried about that shit. I was like, oh my god, I might see my mother, I might see my auntie, whom I respect so much, and has done things with her life since those times. Like, you know how the motherfuckers are, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't give like it came out. Is it on Netflix? No, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. Say, give me that girl playing the saxophone in the Rump Shaker video. Alrighty. Give me that girl at the beginning of the Baby Got Back video. The ones that the white girls were looking at. And then I guess that's why I guess we gotta throw Sir Mix-a-Lot in too, because that's when black women start saying, oh my god, the white girls criticize us being thick and having backsides. God damn. They are the standard of beauty. You know what I mean? Yeah. I asked them brothers on Q Butter's channel, but they ignored me because they are of a uni mind over there. They are uni mind. If you're not with the uni mind, then it's not. You got to be saying some real pro black. Goddamn pro black. That's it. I am pro black, pro black, pro black. Blackity black, 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 black. And oh yeah, what you got to toss in is Little Miss Andrew too. These niggas, they need to do better by their women. Oh my god. And speaking of which, but I mean, what was your question? The standard of booty in the gym. Oh yeah, 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 that too. You can attribute the yin yang twins for some of that stuff. Nobody gives a fuck a white girl because of her looks. I mean, some folks do at a bizarre level, I would say. All right, so okay. Like I said, speaking of the pro black, the slow temperature, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something real quick. Cause I'm gonna go into married territory here. Uh I do understand that for me to be a married man, and I gotta let me change the banner to the smoke show banner. Yay. Me to be a married man, for me to speak this way would probably be somewhat surprising to some of you guys. But I want to let you know in a lot of instances that, people think a certain way, like, I should be speaking a certain way because of things that are in my life right now. I have to say to those people, shut the fuck up and listen. Listen, goddamn it. You're not in control of what the fuck I talk about. So if I have a negative point of view on marriage, in black men in marriage, in many instances, I have a right to do so, motherfucker. So when you get married, you can tell me what that fucking shit is like and why you disagree with me, and I still might say fuck you. I still might. I still might. This is a smoke show. I will give life smoke. That's what it is. I want life to give me smoke back, though. We don't want that shit. So, okay. So, man, we got Kenneth Babyface Edmonds. I'm just reminding you of this. I saw this meme on Facebook, so I stole it and I decided to bring it here. We're just gonna be brutally honest. Yeah. Um. But but what I did was I googled the information. Babyface divorce. Yeah, it's confirmed. He finalized it in February 2023. He is divorced, and this motherfucker will pay your rent, wash your car, give you anything as soon as he get home from work. Shoot. So I did put a Babyface song, well, music video, in the description. I thought that kind of fit. I think I put a couple of them in there, including soon as I get home. So enjoy enjoy the music when I cut the broadcast. I mean, shit. I mean, once you really think about what I was talking about in this show right here, you'll probably have a couple chuckles. So I know hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power wheel. Okay. All right. So anyway, so Okay, this where I kind of get a little shaky, with it, to not try to carry things overboard and too far, because I don't want to see black men lose. I don't. I know that's kind of cheeky for some of you guys. I know it is. I know it's kind of, oh man, Kev, you for black men, goddamn it. Why are you talking about these black men tonight, goddamn? Because tomorrow night I'm gonna talk about black women. So be satisfied. So why am I talking about black people? Period. This is a black people channel. Get the fuck, man. Look, I don't even know Steve Bannon. So for people who believe that believe that bullshit. So so Judge Mathis wife files for divorce after 39 fucking years of marriage. 39. And this man on social media crying. I'm gonna get her back. Goddamn, I'm gonna get her back. Oh, I love her. Like, for real, son. And this is this might be a bit demoralizing, but I'm gonna show you something that I'm gonna, as a reminder to you that paid attention. I'm gonna show y'all something why I'm taking the tone that I'm taking right now. So after 39 years of marriage, 39, goddamn, like that's a long goddamn time to be married, and then the wife just says, "Fuck you." Shoot, I'm graduating. She decided she's taking a Tia Mowry route, man, and this man is crying. He was that man. He was that guy. He was. You need to be the providers and the protectors guy. Yeah, let me show y'all something real quick that you might find interesting. All right. Who remembers this? Who remembers when Judge Mathis said this? I even did a show on this. I'm not gonna show any. Like, I probably put the link in the description afterwards. I should have queued it up if I had thought about it. But it's saying Judge Mathis says black men lacked in Black Lives Matter marches. Instead, sat back and killed each other. What? Once again, I am expected as a black man to wake up in the morning and want to delete some goddamn body. The answer is no, society. That's not going to happen. And when I say society, I mean stupid old ninjas too. What the fuck are you saying? That there were no black men at marches? Yes, the fuck they were. Like, this kind of dude that went to one march and he just he might have went to a couple marches. He's a public figure. Like, and according to him, he saw black women. They love to, they put emphasis on black women. They love to say that in the media. I mean, and whatever, to black women getting kudos, and some of us don't know what the fuck for, but y'all getting kudos, man. So all that little, and I'm sure this will come back up tomorrow night. All that we're the most disrespected crap. Get the fuck out of here. Who's disrespecting you? Oh, I get it. Constructive criticism is seen as hate. Saint Nick 69. I was gonna ask if he went to any marches. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I was speculating. Maybe he went to a march or two, and he saw like he said, he saw nothing but black women and white boys. So, but they have the Instagram. Let me just want to show you this title. They do have this shit on Instagram. So let me go ahead and play that, and want y'all to listen to this bullshit here. Because like I said, I think the one this let me refresh the screen, because
watching ESPN for playing your video games and singing.
Oh shit, I'm wrong for owning a PlayStation. I'm playing my video games. You goddamn right. Fucking
your woman out there to go and march and protest and fight for.
Yeah, we made black women go march. No, the fuck we didn't. I wish people stop saying that. Like I said, these men are like walking Facebook profiles. Like, why?
Voting rights, registering voters out here protesting. The majority of
registered voters were out protesting. I hope so.
The Black Lives Matter marches were black women and white kids, while our black men sat back and killed each other, falling into this trap that they have set for us by failing us in our education system, bringing in guns and sending out the jobs. And you chumps are going forward like a bunch of suckers.
So if we have nothing to provide with and the deck is stacked against us, why the fuck are you requiring anything? Let's fix that first and you not be a complete fucking asshole. Like, seriously. And you forgot about the white women who are also marching. I'm playing mad right now as I'm listening to you, Kia. Oh shit. No, they might give you the label of Madden King. You know how these motherfuckers with no hand-eye coordination. You know how they are. I mean, and now look what happened to him. This nigga is crying. He's crying. I mean, he ain't like Obama. He ain't crying for these hoes. He crying for his wife, man. She has graduated. She decided to graduate from this nigga. Oh, okay. Maybe he had more to say because black men need to be accountable. You know how that shit is.
You're supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be the man. No, you ain't no man.
I do agree with that to a certain extent. You're supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be the man. You ain't no man. A lot of these dudes try to be cool as fuck and shit, and they want to be the man, and they ain't no man. And if a motherfucker raises his hand and say, "Oh, you talking about me, Kevin?" I'll say one of two things: yes and no. Okay, just let you know those are the two options. Don't get mad if I say yes. I mean, you can get mad if you want to. I mean, I can't control your emotions. I mean, sometimes, but you know how it is. God damn it. He's not crying for his wife, at least from what I've seen so far. He's not crying for his wife. Shit. Well, I might be mistaken. Did he include himself in those chumps? Yeah, because his wife divorced him. She's like, he wasn't like, you know how like a lot of these women in the sisterhood and these old SIMPs, them motherfuckers, these male feminists. You know, like I've seen some comments where people were like, he wasn't paying her any attention. That's why she divorced him. That's why she is filed for divorce because he hasn't shown her any attention. That's the main talking point that people are using. There are a lot of people that are rooting for him as well. A lot of people. They're rooting for him. No, I'm not saying he's wrong. No, I'm not saying he's wrong at all. I'm not against, I'm just telling you what happened. I mean, if they hook back up, and I'm not saying, look, I ain't saying I want to fuck her, like shit. Like if they get back together, don't fucking matter to me. I mean, but it's like when you try to call yourself putting something on blast that is blatantly not true. I don't care if it's, I don't know. I don't know. If we're going to keep using this little black men killing each other stick, which is a very small percentage. I mean, like tiny. Y'all killing each other. I mean, shit. I mean, like we're doing all kinds of stuff. They were out there killing each other like back. What the fuck does marching do? You have to make the protest economic. How the motherfucker? How many times? How many times we gotta tell people that? Yelling in the street, the motherfuckers that close their door and put headphones in. Like, what the fuck are you like think you're doing? His wife left him to go more. Sorry. Oh. Oh shit. God. Oh God, like, oh man, I got to do a Tracy Morgan on that one. I mean, I got these gifts that I barely use, like, so might as well. Black Pearl was good, man. What is going on? Poor Spirit said, just stop getting married. It's an outdated convention. That's too late for me. Like, fuck. Like, if men are supposed to be the leaders, why are they trying to get men to vote for women to be the leader of all men? Yeah, vote like, oh shit. Thank you. Number one, here you go. There you go again. Oh yeah, and also yeah. Also this, since you support me with super chats, you get this too.
Go black girl, black woman. I don't know why people think that she's Indian. If she's Indian, she's failed to find it. Look out Indian. Fail to find it. Hey girl, black. Through and through. Black. Act like this is second sister girl. Love.
If y'all only knew. But shit, like, dudes comment on 39-year marriage, probably never had 3.9 marriage. Yes, I've exceeded that, Dre. I mean, and like I said, I'm not against the man being married. I'm not. Like I said, I don't want to give the impression like I'm shitting on this man for being married for 39 years. I'm sure that there are some sucker ass niggas, some sucker MCs. Those y'all trying to be, when he said y'all trying to be cool, y'all trying to be the man. You ain't the man. Yeah, he was talking about them niggas. But that's a bitter pill to swallow. And I mean, he crying too. Like, he crying. He's showing tears. This man is crying. I mean, I saw a photo where he was crying, and that was because of something else. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, because TMZ called they called him in the airport and said, they called him in the airport commenting on his divorce, and he was crying then. So, let me. Okay, they also had another post where he was in tears because of this 4-part Netflix series from Ava DuVernay, When They See Us. Yeah, he was crying about that too. I don't know, man. It's just like it does something to the mystique of a man when you crying over bullshit. I'm not saying crying over divorces is not, is not something that will warrant a man crying, because obviously, depending on the bond and how you feel for that person, yeah, it's like, yeah, you probably gonna shed a few tears if you were just blindsided with something like that. She graduated, man. What are you talking about? Hyper-catastrophic impact X83rd pile. She graduated, man. She want to find her footing. I mean, when you're in the modern day, and you got Patti LaBelle talking about she's ready to do something now. I mean, shit. None of this shit should become as a surprise to any of us. She probably saw Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Ice Spice, and the rest, and got FOMO, fear of missing out. I mean, shoot. I mean, that's what they're doing these days, man. Let them have their fun. I mean, I'll say that. Let them have their goddamn fun. A long marriage coming to an end is like someone, yeah. And I mean, like, he is going in like he really felt for her. The only reason why I showed that shit where he was saying is like, watch what the fuck you say, man. Sometimes that could come back. It could come back. And I understand why some brothers might be a little, upset with Judge Mathis, because I wasn't happy with him when he said that shit. We get tired of this little bullshit framing, because it's like, just because you saw a bunch of pictures in the news and on the internet of just the women at the marches, like there were no men there, because that was some crap too. I mean, it's like Like, I remember the Terrence Crutcher marches. I remember marches for people like Alton Sterling, and black men were out there in full force with black women. You know, I think those, like, a lot of those videos got scrubbed from social media because it was some wild shit going on. Got scrubbed off the internet, period. But black men were out there enduring just like the black women were. So that's why I get tired of it. It's so fucking disingenuous. It really is. It's so fucking disingenuous. He said black men should be kind of tired of this shit. I mean, you know, and I don't blame some black men for saying stuff about this kind of thing. It ain't like, if it's one instance of bullshit, you know, we can kind of like let it go a little bit, but it's like, it's a lot of instances of bullshit. Just like I'm gonna talk about this bullshit tomorrow night with Cam Newton. So for those of you watching, please tune in tomorrow night. There are 39 of you in here. Please hit that like button. Do not disrespect the like button. Or for one person, the serial disliker is returned. The serial disliker has returned. All right. Saint Nick 69. Thank you for the super chat. Dudes like him and Steve Harvey don't have anything good to say to or about younger black men, but expect us to come to their defense. Old niggas. So, thank you. Judge Mathis is a terrible example for the typical stuff going on, I guess, in the space. Yeah. I would say in some instances. I mean, if you talk about old niggas in general, like, you know, some of this, or you talk about married niggas, which I could probably speak to some of that sentiment. No, he's not. What the fuck? Huh? How? But let me go back. Yeah, but if you're talking about like some of the matriarchal stuff, yeah, he went in and that was unnecessary, man. I'm tired of people acting like black men don't sacrifice. Even if it's a bullshit sacrifice, it's still like acting like we don't sacrifice or something. Like we just some lazy ass dudes. He was wrong for that. He was wrong for that. Greg Mathis is a clown. He berated people for years, projecting his crackhead tendencies on the others. Him and Judge Joe Brown are both clowns. Boule trash. Yeah, I mean, Judge Joe Brown, he'll say some very real stuff, but he'll support some of the same sisterhood broads. Like, that's what they do, man. They push this crapola. Shoot. I mean, I've agreed with some of the stuff Judge Joe Brown said. I mean, not just because he said some stuff about Tina Turner. Like, God damn, Joe Brown, keep it real, you know. I mean, but hey, you know, input at this channel is very valued. All right. Serial dislike careers is ugly here yet again. Kev, you might have to play the PSA. You sure play the PSA? I guess I don't really want to discuss, you know, sending away viewership, but it's always going to be those 2 or 3 people that have to be told. So since we got 42 of you in here, you can bear witness to a PSA that I usually play at the beginning of the show, but I didn't play it today, but I'm going to play it now. So I'll be back in about 20 seconds.
A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Haha. Alrighty. I'll get to that comment in a second, Andre. I try not to. I'm trying not to, focus on that kind of thing. I mean, shit, weird, man. But yeah. So I'm a MGTOW, and I believe that all women are like that. Oh, you are a AWOL guy, as Shaka Nulu says. Shaka Nulu says he's an AWOL. I mean, all are like that. All women are like that. I'm playing Marvel Midnight Sun right now, and Venom is winning. Like, oh, okay, you playing a video game? Yeah, the video game makes the impossible possible, and it's still impossible because I mean, shit. Because in the comic book, if they really give justice to the characters, Venom ain't got shit on the hope. I mean, I don't know. I mean, recent if it's recent shit, then I mean, it's still like as powerful as Venom has become. I mean, there's a possibility, but I still think he ain't fucking with Hulk because Hulk has made strides in his power too. So forget about yeah. Whoops! I highlighted it for a second. Oh God. Said ignore my comment. LOL. No, I didn't ignore it. I just gave very short, credence to it. Uh, I live in Memphis. I can say that about Judge Joe Brown. Yo, okay, all right, man. I'm not trying to, just like I said, input is valued on this channel. I'm back to our scheduled broadcast. Yep. Shaka convinced me in the AWOL. It's a lot easier to say that. I want to say AWOL. All women are like that. Shoot. I mean, I was a believer and try to give some their grace, but just after more careful examination, I'm just like this. If you cool with me, you cool with me. If you not, you not. But I mean, there's too many examples of the fucked up shit. I'll say that. Smash that like button. Hogan rips symbiote. Oh yeah, Hulk is strongest there is. Sun is hot. Raw. What's good? What is good, people? So what do we cover so far? Uncle Luke saying some insanely stupid shit, and I hear that's not like the only insanely stupid shit that he said. I mean, I've heard some of the convo with Risa Islam and Yvette Carnell and Tommy, that motherfucking Sotomayor, like that guy, like that. What did he do? He tried to pander to white nationalists, and they basically told them that you not like us, you not like us. So they engage Uncle Luke or Luke, like Luther Campbell. I'll say Luther Campbell. Like it started to feel funny calling him Uncle. So Luther Campbell. Yeah, so Luther Campbell engaged with recent Islam, Yvette Carnell, and Tommy, that guy. On I think it was a Twitter space, and Uncle Luke, he's one of them. You know how some of them old niggas are. They try to overtalk you, and that's one thing I don't like. Over talking, acting like you're interrupting and cutting people off is just some great shit. Like get the fuck out of here. Link, please. Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, because I'm about at the end of this rant anyway. Here you go. He said he is trying to multitask. Shoot. But, sorry to see the brother. Sorry to see the brother after 39 years of marriage. And, people, the know-it-alls on social media, little beanhead motherfuckers on social media, want to say that it's because he wasn't paying his wife attention. So, you don't pay people attention. How can you be the protector and the provider? Man, he's like, he just said she left in the march. Was that she marched? She marched on the marriage. But I hate to see the brother cry, man. That's a grown ass man. Like that is truly a shame. But he's also in the process of scalding black men for not wanting to throw in their support for Kamala Harris, the Miss Collard Greens in the bathtub.
Wait, hold up, Kevin. What did you just say there?
Huh? Say what?
You just said he was in the process of scolding black men for not being in support of
For
Kamala.
not being in support of Kamala Harris.
Yeah, for not being in support of Kamala.
Doing like all the other old ninjas, like the old comedians and such, like DL and Ricky Smiley, and it's just like it's like the 40 to 50 plus gang, just
So
wilding and shit.
so in the
Uh,
process of doing that, like somehow his wife filed for divorce.
Well, I don't know if it was in the process of doing it or not, but the way people are speculating on social media is I mean, it's irrelevant till some type of solid proof comes out that such is the case. But uh, that all I know is that she's filing for divorce. She is leaving a marriage of 39 years. And the idea of that to me is crazy, but you never can tell with people sometimes, even after you've been with them for 39 years. Oh, damn. Andre dropped down. Oh, there he is. Okay. That man said
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch is a powerful bitch. Like, god damn.
yeah. My connection is pretty shitty at the moment, but it is what it is. My apologies for that. But
Okay.
you were saying like maybe it wasn't necessarily in the process of his support for Kamala that his wife decided to force him.
Shit, man. You know what? You know what I'll say to something like that is like at the end of the day, simping never wins. I mean, not let's speak outside of what's happening to him and his wife. It does seem like eventually guys who sip heavy like that and try to wag the finger at black men for no fucking reason. They seem to have these crash outs, man, and I do find it, although it's unfortunate, I do find it somewhat entertaining when I remember certain things. I mean,
Yeah,
like the tweets, I was reminded of that by O'Shea. That Luther Campbell, you know, it, he just flip flop, and I believe that flip flop is because of it's a possibility she may be president. Plus, she's in the celebrity wing, so I look at this presidential race as celebrity versus celebrity.
well, 39 years, yeah, I've said this before a lot. Like, I am a big fan of CTA, and like people call that a gray divorce. Basically, you're getting divorced after like your 40s, your late 40s to 50s. You're getting divorced. That'll be a gray divorce. Basically, meaning that like after you get divorced, like your whole life is just effed up after that.
Yeah, cause who go? Oh, I see Artisan. What's good, man? Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, Artisan was in here. Wondering if you noticed him.
yeah. Let's get together and do that Super Sale review, man. I am in agreement with that. I really liked it. It's one of my favorite shows ever, and it's getting to season 2, so that's awesome. So yeah, shout out to artists. Okay, I think I did. I shout out to Black Pearl, Ray Hanma. If they get back together, she'll have even less respect for him than before, or hardly any before. Uh, well, I mean, if you begging back, like, yeah, I mean, if she's not just gonna come to you one day and say, "Hey, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. Let's try to make this work out," you know, and then he'll be like, "Hot damn, I want to do it." I mean, it'll be
Well,
fine.
well, that's why I made that comment earlier in the chat that you highlighted. But I actually messed it up, and I was trying to say is like people are commenting on a 39-year marriage when like they haven't even been in a 3.9-year relationship.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the people who I don't know, that's a double-edged sword because people do have a right to their opinions, so to speak, but the credibility of the source. I mean, I get what you're saying on that as well. I mean, just 39 years of marriage is extreme. It's extreme. It's like, especially for today's climate, that seems like a long ass marriage. I mean, my parents were married for they were married for 52 years. Like, yeah, you got to be. I mean, marriage ain't built like that anymore. It isn't. I mean, it is like I'm saying. This is a married man. It's not. It's something that
I
you
was
have to
thinking
really
of
think about, because I mean, and the emphasis that I'm putting on this particular one is like this brother, this is shocking to this brother. So, all right,
I was more so speaking on the fact that people were like other content creators are more so speaking on the fact that like, oh, he's crying to like get his wife back. It's like, bro, like, do you not understand? Like, he was married to this chick for 39 fucking years. Like, that's
man,
some
most
next level shit right there.
some of these dudes can bear, and and I hate to do this little because it's kind of teeters on the line of dick policing, man. But some of these dudes are barely in relationships, man. I mean, they barely know a woman they can call right now and just talk to them like a normal person. Like some of these dudes. Now, some of these women, man, they gonna side whatever they were gonna side whatever women go along with. I mean, so if I've seen those comments as well, like trying to speculate, trying to put her in the right some type of way. I mean, shit. We are people that barely waits for all the facts to come out before we start think this is what I think happened. I think it
Well,
happened because I know. Like, shut up. Like,
Kev, like he was with her for 39 years.
yeah, yeah, we said that. Yeah, what? Oh, you you going out? There's something wrong with
Sure.
your.
Yeah, like my connection is not the greatest right now, but like I I actually had to ask Charles for advice. I was like, do you think I should like tell my BM like happy birthday? And like this is a chick that I was with for 12 years. And I had to ask like if it's okay to like not if it's okay, but like should I tell her happy birthday? Because it was her birthday yesterday.
To your baby mama.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna publicly be against it. But I mean, if y'all relationship, oh yeah, it it's some. If you feel like it's right to do based on your experience with her, then hey, I'm supportive of it. I ain't gonna say no, don't do it, dog. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna ever be the person
Like
to say that.
I prefaced it by saying that like she tells me happy birthday, but like on her birthdays, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I should tell you because you be on that bullshit.
Mm. She tells you happy birthday. 'Cause she owes that to you. Goddamn.
Yeah, she definitely owes that too because she be on that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, Southpaw 2K1 said could have made it 40 years though. Just wait till you get to 40 years. she, she walking away from 39, but hey, yeah, but make sure you get to the big 40 before you
Yeah,
leave. Like,
and like to what Salpod just said, it's just like, yeah, you made it to 40 years. Like, what happens at 40? Do you get a trophy? Do you get
I mean,
like
no, Southpaw cool, man. Like Southpaw 2K1 cool, man. It was good, man. I think he probably being a bit facetious. It's funny shit.
yeah, not I know he's fucking around. I'm just saying, just
Yeah.
like you get a trophy, like does a blimp like write it in the sky or like what happens at 40?
What happened at 40? Another goddamn year in new medical procedures. You know. All right. 23 likes, y'all. Come on now. Come on. Like the broadcast. Like the stream, man. Shit. It's not too much to ask, I guess. That man said I want to see that video I was watching earlier in my like videos. I mean, you can always scroll. But he has been with her all of his adult life. She is the mother of his kids. That hurts more than losing a parent. Yep. Yep. I mean, just because he is a clown, like Black Light Revelation 2 says, doesn't mean that these kinds of things don't apply. They absolutely 100% do. And he takes some clown ass positions, but it's just
Well, to what Ken Seeing Red said, like I'm hoping that he meant that towards like Judge Mathis, but yeah, I definitely felt that.
yeah. He's saying some real shit. Like that's your whole life, man. How many times y'all had the discussion? Remember when we first did this, and remember when we first fell in love? Ooh, they had those discussions, man. They've had those discussions, and they've done a lot more. Until one day he had to start taking blue pills. I don't know, shit. I don't know. I just threw that in there. Yeah. So, is there anybody out there that wants to give me some smoke? I put the link in the chat earlier. Is Clever Girl reading lurking right now? Would she like to give me a piece of her mind? Would she like to be one of those representatives for the wife of Judge Greg Mathis?
I think we've already acknowledged at this point that like nobody is coming to give you smoke.
Yeah. I just call it Smoke Show Sundays now, just by name. I guess I could use the old smoking weed trope and justify the show's name, but people don't, they don't come up here and challenge me to break dances contest, but once a blue moon, and that blue moon hasn't been seen lately. But they'll say shit from other channels though. They surely will.
I wish you would have pulled up earlier with an artist stream because like he was having a great like wrestling discussion before he went into
Yeah. Well, I was listening to it. He was talking about micro wrestling, like the midget
nah,
stuff.
that wasn't his conversation. That was somebody in the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There was like if a full size person got in there dressed like Godzilla, it'd be funny. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
He was talking about like that wrestling show. Like he was talking about like Undertaker has a podcast now.
Oh yeah. Like a lot of them got podcasts. I listen to some of Undertaker stuff. I mean, and I also listen to all the English guys, like all the European guys that got a wrestling podcast. Them motherfuckers are dedicated, and they got production value.
He spent like a good hour talking about like The Rock, and it's like The Rock got a podcast too.
No, shoot, like yeah, he can actually do a podcast. I mean, I've heard The Rock when he's appeared on podcasts. I mean, he's I've heard that this is a while back. This kind of off the rails a little bit, but when Patrice O'Neal was alive, The Rock would stop by his show. But dude, yeah, podcasts seem to be the way to go. But it's only a problem when black men do it. That thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, because the Rock actually like he was trying to be a football player up here in Canada before like he became a
yeah. He went to the Canadian Football League and then he got cut with $7 in his pocket. He hit a low point, so he asked his dad to train him.
Coincidentally, like before I heard this shit, like over there, like on Artisan Stream, like I heard this shit the day before. Coincidentally.
Yeah. The energy of the universe, I guess. But I mean, yeah, but Yeah. I mean, I know a lot about the wrestling stuff, man. You know how people got their start. You know, I used to watch Dusty Rhodes back in the day and the Road Warriors and guys like that. Ric Flair when he was young. Ric Flair still trying to wrestle. Man, sit your old ass down, man. But I mean, these guys when they were good, they were good. Fuck Hulk Hogan. I mean, I decided that before all the racist shit. I mean, years before all the racist shit. Like, you know, when he was still wrestling the first time in WWF, I decided fuck Hogan. But yeah, I felt like Macho Man should have been more of the go-to guy, but Hogan was so super fucking marketable. But
I also mentioned the chat also, like because Undertaker is also a favorite. He's also a favorite, and like he actually wrestled in the same place that The Rock was like playing football in, like the same city.
oh, okay.
Like it was over in Canada, but like he was wrestling and it wasn't working out for him over here. So and that was before he was the Undertaker. The Undertaker. I don't remember what his name was here, but he
Yeah,
definitely didn't have the same appearance that he had.
yeah, he was Mean Mark Calloway. He was something like Texas Red or some shit like that.
He was in Stampede Wrestling, is all I know.
Stampede. Oh yeah. That's the shit that that's like what you know, a lot of like people like Bret the Hitman Hart and you know those guys. You know, the British Bulldog. That's where they got they start at. Where they had like Vince bought up all of the good wrestlers from all of the they used to have a thing called territories. There were like many different wrestling companies. It just wasn't like WWF and WCW. There was many different ones. And what Vince did, he took his money and went through all of those companies and took all their best people. Yeah. So let me see. Undertaker. Stampede.
Yeah, that's what somebody said actually in the chat today, which I didn't know was that because like I said, I just found out that like The Rock was like actually he tried to play football in Canada before like he became a wrestler, and like they said the name of like his production company or whatever company is called $7 or whatever because that's what he left Canada with was $7.
Yeah. He said he left $7. He left with $7, and he said he'll never be broke again. You know, so he dedicated himself to work hard, and now he's like worth what $300 million, something like that, 400 million. Yeah, he you know he's not only an actor, he has Terramana Tequila. He also is partner in the UFL. And he also supposedly fucked up Black Adam. So, but he's accomplished a lot. Yeah, he was one of my favorites during the time he was, you know, he was actually in like the first time he was in WWF, like, you know, his prime run. Like I was a real big fan of his, him and Stone Cold and The Undertaker. Shit. Chance Rogers was good. So oh yeah, you said you called it the Noob Saibot show. Why? Because of the shadow players. Like, Porsche Parade, Bad News Brown was a huge heel in Stampede too. Yeah, I think they called him Bad News Allen. Then, you know, yeah, he wasn't Bad News Brown till he got to the WWF, but he was a true badass. Like he was the real deal. He was a judo champion, and also legend has it that Andre the Giant only was afraid of two people. The first person was Haku. Know who people, if some of y'all know who Haku is. The other person was Bad News Brown. They said those are the only two people Andre the Giant was afraid of. Them two.
I mean, Andre the Giant was like, yeah, he was okay.
Yeah, Andre the Giant's like, I think he was like the like biggest like weight wise and tall like wise and but what happened was during that prime run in like WWE where Hulk Hogan was champion, Andre's health started to decline. So
Like
he was
I don't want to attribute the choke slam to him, but like he was in my like era growing up, like he was one of the first persons I knew of the choke slam from.
I don't ever think I remember seeing Andre do a choke slam. I mean, is maybe the Giant in WCW. That was the first time I really saw the choke slam really take off. I mean, I believe the Undertaker did it too, but I don't know who the innovator of the choke slam was. I mean, maybe it was Andre, but I don't ever remember seeing it. I'll go back and watch some old stuff. I got Peacock. Yeah, but Andre was undefeated for most of his career. Like he was undefeated for like what 12, 13, 14 years. And I know that, when you say undefeated, it's a stage performance. But I mean, shit, it's like those were the rugged days of wrestling. Like them motherfuckers used to they in the old school, the motherfuckers used to beat each other's asses and shit. If you didn't go out there, you didn't look out for the company, man. Like, or you tried to like hurt a wrestler in the ring or something, or they feel like that you were stupid and somebody could have got hurt, because them guys be getting hurt for real. They be getting some fucked up injuries. Like even to this day, when they're doing all this high flyer, like innovative stuff, like they have a chance at really hurting themselves. So that's why I watch it and that's why I respect it. Plus, I feel like it's highly entertaining. But Andre the Giant in his prime, yes, was a beast.
Like, slightly off topic, but like my names is like in real life, I get Andre the Giant and I also get The Rock, just based off my names.
Oh, The Rock. What you mean? The Rock was what? Great. Okay.
No, like The Rock is like my name.
It was money.
No, The Rock, like his name, Johnson.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, he his daddy was Soul Man Rocky Johnson. Who was from Canada himself. Yeah, so The Rock, yeah, he has, like, even though they push him as like black and Samoan, his dad is from Canada.
Well, that's news to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah. His dad's from Canada. Yeah, let me see what part of Canada he was from real quick.
That's really interesting to me. I didn't know that part.
See, Rocky Johnson. You said, yeah, if you Google him, Canadian professional wrestler. He's from Amherst, Canada.
I don't know where the fucking Amherst is. I've never heard that.
Amherst, Canada.
Well, does it say what province?
Southpaw 2K1 was Bad News Brown 7 feet tall also? No, he was not. I think he was like maybe 6'1" or 6'2", something like that.
Amherst, Canada. I never heard of that shit in my life.
That's it. Yeah, but the operative word is Canada.
Oh, that's in Nova Scotia. Okay.
Nova Scotia. Okay. Yeah. So I won't even say Nova Scotia. Yeah. Lord loves me.
That's actually a great place. A good and a bad place for him to be from. Because I don't know if you know much about Nova Scotia, but Nova Scotia is a province where like the whole Underground Railroad, like the slaves that made it to Canada, that's where they went to.
Oh, okay. He does have like black. He's a descendant of slaves.
Well, the fucked up thing is there's a place in Nova Scotia. There's like one like town in Nova Scotia. Like I've been saying this on many streams. There's just one specific town in Nova Scotia called it's called Nigger Hill.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you what you just gave is
coincidentally that's a lot of black people live there.
Yeah.
Coincidentally.
Yeah. So what you just established, Andre, is the fact that there is still very clear and present racism in our country today. For those of you out there who doesn't believe that being black is a social construct and racism doesn't exist in all parts of the world, Just listen to what.
In Canada.
Just go ahead.
No,
yeah, that's in Canada. Because when people like talk about racism, they like to associate it with the South. You know, the South is the one thing, the one area, the Southern United States is the one area that they love to bring up as far as racism. When there's racism in the North, there's racism in the West. Like there wasn't something that was just constricted to the South, and that's a disservice to the people who went through things. Even though, like, the city I'm from was kind of an epicenter for a lot of the civil rights movement. There were things going on in other states as well. So uh yeah, right. But the but Andre 420 just gave you an example of some racism as it exists. They ain't even try to change the name of that town.
I'm not even lying. You can literally Google it right now.
Oh
Look up
God,
Nigger Hill.
Nigger Hill.
Yeah, Nigger Hill. Like literally, as you would think it was spelled. Look it up. Like it's a real place in Nova Scotia. Because I actually didn't believe it was a real thing until I looked it up myself, and I was like, damn. And that's only because like my my ex, like that's where her family's from.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, Nigger Hill. Yeah, okay. Okay. Is that is a town of 9,000, a couple of hours from Halifax. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Halifax is in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, and Halifax is in Nova Scotia. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, racism is a motherfucker. A lot of people all over the world wanted to try it. So anyway, shit. I guess I think I made some of my points real clear. Unless someone wants to perhaps join me up here to give me a piece of their mind instead of doing it somewhere else. I mean, I'll be fine with that. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But Andre,
did you have a chance to watch Cape Crusader?
Say what?
The Cape Crusader.
The Cape Crusader. No, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, what you talking about with female male penguin?
No, that's not the big thing about the show. Like the show is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear the show is actually pretty good. If if you're not one of these guys that just get mad about that and just make that all your focus. But yeah, I will check it out. I will check it out and I will be objective about it.
I wasn't gonna watch it, but Artisan was like, "Give it a chance," and I gave it a chance, and it was really good.
Okay, all right, awesome. I mean, if Artisan says it's good, then shit. And Artisan, man, he be harsh on a lot of the shit that they've been, a lot of the garbage they've been putting out lately. But I mean, so seeing that he's a harsh critic, if it's good, if he say it's good, then I trust that shit. So anyway.
Sorry. Last thing I'll say is you really should have the conversation with him about like Supercell because
Oh yeah.
I told him before and I also told you as well, like you were one of the first people that put me onto that show. So I really think that you guys should have the conversation.
Yeah, I think that me and Artisan can do a pretty good show too. So
because like the only opinions that I take on like fucking comics and anime and shit, or just movies in general, is like it's you, Artisan, and Angry Man. Well, added like the black spaces.
Oh, okay.
Like, you guys. Well, in general, like y'all will still be top 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what though. I'm gonna do Birth of a Nation real soon. I'll say that. I gotta redo Super Sale just so I have it on this channel as well. But I mean, it was nothing. It was nothing copyright It was nothing copyright. It just like I said, it's just like because of what was going on in my head at the time. I didn't believe that I was giving my best on that one.
Well, I was actually watching you do the fucking like review on Supercell, and like I was like fucking maybe 10, 15 minutes behind watching on 2 times, and like the stream suddenly cut off, and I was like, what the fuck? And you never went back to it. I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
like,
Well, I
yeah.
do apologize for anyone that tuned in that expected like that expected more, but I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo it probably this week, and I'll do the one on Artisan as well. So
Well, like you popped up over on arts and shit, and like he literally said like you should get with him, and like y'all need to like
yeah,
redo this.
I did.
Like,
Yeah, I heard that.
yeah,
And he gave his email address as well.
yeah,
So
and it's like y'all really need to like redo this because like he actually like really liked that show, and like he, like I said, like I got the recommendation to watch that show from you before I got it from him, so like that's saying a lot.
okay, all right, yeah. It's. I think it's very interesting. I think it'll be a very interesting discussion. I look forward to. Uh, you know, well, yeah, I look forward to it. So, all right, man. So, I guess this will be just like another smoke show in the books. If you got anything more you want to add, Andre, you can. But I'm about to wrap this up. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna hold you, but thanks for having a conversation.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Here's the thing, man. I'm one of these guys that I want to have reverence for the older generation because they've been through quite a bit. Like, what I'm saying, they've been through more than what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Judge Mathis with his troubles, of course, before he became a judge, with drugs and belonging to a gang and such, and Luther Campbell, being the controversial presence he was in the rap community, which led to a lot of what I see on people complaining about on social media. It led to a lot of that. So that's his responsibility for such. But to like I said, with the marriage part with Judge Mathis, I don't want to see nobody, have a shitty time. I don't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. So, the man said, remember Kamala body slam Andre the Giant on Mid-South Wrestling. Oh, before Hulk Hogan did it. But they didn't want to get it. But the narrative was always it was Hulk Hogan. Kamala the Giant, no, he was just a little bit too black. See, Judge Mathis fucking ass forgets that sometimes. That black men have always performed great feats and done great things. I mean, seriously. And Andre, when we come at Judge Mathis, just wants his wife back, even though she really ain't worth it at this point. I mean, we got to keep in mind, she's the one that walked out on 39 years of marriage. He had no idea what was going on. So yeah, that brother is goddamn. Just saying. But I mean, I'm totally against what he said about black men in that little video I showed y'all. It's not something that it's not like I just think black men can do no wrong and that black men are perfect in all of our decision making. No, I would never co-sign with anyone saying that. But I have y'all back a little bit more than dudes like this. Honestly, both of these motherfuckers. So, Judge Mathis, what he say? Oh, you missed that part? I'll show it to you one more. I can show it to you. Let me refresh this page.
ESPN for playing your video games and sending your woman out there to go and march and protest and fight for voting rights, registering voters, out here protesting. The majority of the Black Lives Matter marches were black women and white kids, while our black men sat back and killed each other, falling into this trap that they have set for us by failing us in our education system, bringing in guns and sending out the jobs. And you chumps are going forward like a bunch of suckers. And you're supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be a man. No, you ain't no man. Ain't nothing. You's a punk. Until you stand up and fight for your women, stop sending them out there, turn the TV off, go out there with them, sit down, stand up. Everything our black sisters need and our families, give it to them. Otherwise, brothers, you don't matter.
Amen.
Yeah. Said, told brothers they didn't matter, man. And he said everything that he thought that women would agree with. Oh, okay, RPM, man. Have a good shift, man. Have a good shift. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. Ended that with that old fuck ass shit right there. But anyway, man. I mean, accountability doesn't mean we don't have solidarity. So I mean, just enough of this bullshit. I mean, Judge Mathis and Luke, just like anybody, has a right to their opinion. But like I said, we also have the right to say it's bullshit. And I will, you know, he need to stand on it. He said he need to stand on it. And that's it right there. So that's it. I'm signing off. Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button on your way out. Long live the habitual line steppers. To the next time, folks. Peace.